Okay guys, I want to apologize. So in this section, we've all pulled spark plugs before, so I'm just going to skip it all together, but I had some audio issues. But I'm going to skip to the parts where I need help. So these spark plugs that I pulled, 2 of them broke. You'll see those in the videos. I've also got debris down in the cylinder walls. I'm going to put those pictures, you're probably seeing them now, of what I was fighting, trying to get some of that porcelain out. So just my trials and tribulations, and then am I doing something wrong? Is there a specialty socket that's supposed to be used for this as far as spark plug sockets? Because I've done many spark plugs. I've done Fords, Chevys, buttload of Hondas. I've never had this happen before. I've never broken the porcelain on a spark plug before, so I'm just curious if it's something I did or if this is just something Ford is known for. Also, the specs on these plugs are just off the charts. So I hope you guys still enjoy the content. You'll see some of the trials I had. Some video. It's not the greatest video from this camera, but it's also a very cheap camera to look in cylinders. And it worked, and it saved me for this situation. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, all I'm doing here is trying to get in and get the porcelain pieces out. I've got a magnet piece on the end of the camera. It's an attachment that just came with it, and I just have grease on the end of it. That way when I touch the porcelain, it'll grab the porcelain. You can see there's quite a bit down in there. I know it makes the cylinder walls just look like crap and the cylinder heads, but I believe it's just a distortion of the camera. It's just not a high quality camera. But I go back and forth. I do this many times, just a couple pieces out at a time. I'm not going to show you the entire time that I spent doing this. I want to say I probably spent close to a half hour, if not more, to get all these pieces removed. So, yeah, I hope you guys find this somewhat helpful. I think this camera cost me like 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. And definitely paid for itself today, all just in this one problem that I ran into. This isn't what I bought the camera to do. I still haven't done that job. So I was able to get like 99% of that stuff out of there, all the big stuff. Alright guys, all I'm doing here is trying to get in. I'll be just throwing up some photos here of the original get the porcelain pieces out. I've got a magnet. The video's pretty poor. I think the pictures are slightly better. It's an attachment that just came with it, and I just have grease on the end of it. We'll kick over to the main audio where it actually works, and it'll grab the porcelain. Thank you. You can see there's quite a bit down in there. I know it makes the cylinder walls just look like crap and the cylinder heads, but I believe it's just a distortion of the camera. It's just not a high quality camera. But I go back and forth. I do this many times, just a couple pieces out at a time. I'm not going to show you the entire time that I spent doing this. I want to say I probably spent close to a half hour, if not more, to get all these pieces removed. So, yeah, I hope you guys find this somewhat helpful. I think this camera cost me like 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. And definitely paid for itself today, all just in this one problem that I ran into. This isn't what I bought the camera to do. I still haven't done that job. So I was able to get like 99% of that stuff out of there, all the big stuff. And I'll be just throwing up some photos here of the original stuff in the cylinders. The video's pretty poor. I think the pictures are slightly better, but we'll kick over to the main audio where it actually works and picked up eventually. Thank you.
Alright guys, so back. Definitely think I found my misfire. Yet again, first time, well, second time now. Is this just a Ford thing? Am I doing something wrong? Like, never seen them break like that, although this one kind of makes sense. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get underneath this light. But definitely some water got underneath that jacket. It's all green. Oh, there we go. That's much better. But what causes them to break? I've worked on some Chevys. I've worked on Beamers, Audis, and I have worked on a crap ton of Hondas because that's what I used to do for a living. Was I worked at two Honda dealerships, and then I worked at a specialty import. I have never broken. I've never broken the porcelain on these, ever. So, is this a exclusive Ford thing, or is this something I'm doing wrong? If you guys know the answer, please help me out. Because I'm curious. I want to learn. If there's something out there, a technique, or maybe there's a specialty Ford socket, and this socket doesn't cut it. But I don't know. I'm perplexed. So, any input you guys can put in the comments of what I'm doing wrong, how this happened. The one that's green, I can kind of understand it. There's probably corrosion or breaking the porcelain already. So, I'm not as worried about that one, but still, that's 2 breaks. And this isn't my first day. So, yeah, anything, guys, let me know in the comments. Please help me out. But otherwise, they all came out okay. Let me get you guys set up. So obviously that one broke coming out. Ugh. Set down the wrong thing. Another 75. $85. Those plugs were more than shot. This truck does have 220,000 on it. I'm not sure how long those plugs have been in there, but my goodness, they were greatly overdue for a change. So I'm gonna get these put in. I got to check that cylinder that the porcelain broke on me again. I think from what I saw, I had everything here, but I'm still going to take a peek and make sure. So if anything comes up of it, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep right on trucking. Well, moment of truth, guys. I'm going to start it up here. See what happens. A little nervous. Here we go. Smoothing out. It's going to a nice clean idle. No check engine light. Seems to be idling all right. That's promising. Little less nervous now. But test drive's the ultimate answer. So far, so good, guys. Makes me feel a lot better. But we're gonna drive all the way into town for me. Stop, put some fuel in for the wife so she doesn't have to worry about it. And yeah. lucky, I guess. I did get a lot of the big pieces out. I spent some time getting those pieces out. Definitely think everybody should buy one of those little scopes. That's an El Cheapo on Amazon. I spent like 35, 50 bucks, something like that. I bought it for another project, but it came in clutch on this deal. Absolutely worth every penny I spent on it. It really saved me today, because if not, I would have had to leave those larger pieces in there, and I showed you guys those pieces. Those were pretty large. Again, guys, if anyone actually watches these videos and you know what's going on with that, let me know. Something I did, I don't know, perplexed. So comment, let me know. I'd greatly appreciate it. But until next time, guys, be safe out there, and thanks for watching.